Alright guys, we are back now. Sorry for the wait there, but BK Randy's was just taking their time. Taking their sweet time.
In their series against SOG, and now that they have won that, they are going up against Orange Creamsicle. We know both of these teams. Well, they're fairly high up there. I mean, BK Randy's is the second seed at the moment in this tournament, at least. And Orange Creamsicle is actually way down there. They're seated 143rd, but they're both right next to each other in the power rankings for this week. So we will have to see what happens here. And we've actually got Elmer Fudd playing. I wasn't sure if he was going to play because Orange Creamsicle have been playing around with their third member for quite a few weeks now. So it's been changing practically every week.
I'm actually interested in who Steve Gates is. Is that Quinn? The usual other player, because it's usually Quinn, Edwin, and then, as we've been saying, they rotate their third player, and they've been actually dropping down the power rankings lately because of that.
Indeed. It might well be a sub, I'm not entirely sure, but in any case, it looks like the ball is going to be very tentatively in the orange corner, and President Reagan, of all people, just missed an opportunity to hit it towards the net there. He was just hanging in the air in the corner there for a little while, but just missed the ball.
Good old President Reagan. You know, he broke the curse.
Indeed he did. And he is currently up against Steve Gates. Who'd have thought?
I was wondering if you'd know what I was talking about then.
No idea, I just went with it.
All the American presidents who were assassinated.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and then there was an attempted assassination, but never mind, that's not what we're here for.
Alright, Elmer Fudd goes for an aerial there, hits it wide. I don't think he was intending for it to be a goal, but in any case, Crade, Air, and President Reagan. Just familiarizing myself with all the names.
So far, Orange Creamsicle have been really applying the pressure and being on point. I mean, having said that, we just witnessed a very near goal from the blue team there, from BK Randy's.
Yeah, Reagan was just trying to eke it in with an aerial dribble there, but Elmer Fudd just took his time, waiting on the goal line, and tapped it away.
So I wonder if Elmer Fudd is going to be because there's been rumours going around that they've finally found, that was a little bit of a dangerous miss from Edwin, but yes, they finally found a third player, a proper full-time third player.
Oh, that was a bit of a botched attempt at a clearance by Elmer Fudd there, perfectly centred it for a shot. But now it's completely the other end of the pitch, and that's looking very dangerous for the blue team.
Crade had to rush all the way back to try and get in goal in time. He only just managed to get his momentum back after stopping in goal to actually make that save.
And can I just say, there are too few professional players playing in the Scarab car, the new Scarab that Crade is playing in.
Yeah, let's have a closer look at that.
Hilarious looking car, I love it.
Especially with the wizard's hat on top of it. And I like that he's kind of colour matched it as well. You know what I like about the new cars is that they each have their own, like, what's it called? The decoration, the livery.
Oh,
yeah,
that was a lovely hit from Steve Gates there, finished up by Edwin.
See Steve Gates' little flick here. Flick.
Beautiful.
Edwin.
Crade completely missed that, and everyone else was behind the ball.
Edwin managed to hit it with his wheels. That's all that really needed to go in then. Often if you hit it with your wheels, the ball barely goes anywhere.
Ooh, oh, I don't know what happened there. There was lag involved, I'm not sure. But they're having a hard time, both teams taking it away from the halfway line.
It's a really dangerously high ball.
Very dangerous. That was just eking its way, very, very slowly, very gradually towards the orange goal.
It was definitely a tricky one to deal with.
Oh dear, if that had been on target, then that would have been exceptionally dangerous. As it happens. Not much to worry about there. Elmer Fudd hitting it back towards his own goal. Edwin was in a little bit of a bad position to deal with that, but he gets back in time. He goes back in time to deal with it.
Ooh, but you know, none of them are actually playing in the... Where are they? Let's have a closer look at that. No.
Back kicks it into Edwin. Edwin tries to get a little flick on it in the air, but just misses.
Coming out to
just
Crade.
Misses the opportunity.
Crade gets
Lovely
the flick
tap.
on it.
Hits the bar.
That was so close. That would have been a beautiful goal.
I'd have loved for that to have gone in. Elmer Fudd goes up the ball, hits it back down.
Definitely going to be keeping an eye on Crade after a hit like that. But
it seems to me... lovely goal there. Yes, again, beautiful pass from Elmer Fudd going up the wall. just placing it perfectly in the center there. And Kraid was in the wrong position to deal with it. I was about to say, it seems like Orange Creamsicle are really piling on the pressure, but at the same time, whenever they give BK Randy's just a slight window of opportunity, then they really capitalize on it. So they're going to have to be very careful in subsequent games.
Yeah, indeed. Maybe they're playing a kind of counter-attacking game.
Maybe. It's not quite working out for them yet. 2-0 down in the first game.
Indeed.
But of course, anything can happen. It is still everything to play for right here.
And we've seen some beautiful things already from BK Randy's. That wasn't one of them. What entirely happened there?
I don't know. It looked like air went straight through the ball.
President Reagan flips it up into the middle. Kraid's following it up. Down the pitch it goes. Now we're into the orange half.
Steve Gates out of position, and a lovely back flick there. There are some really wonderful back flicks going on in this match.
That is nice to see.
It is nice to see. I love back flicks. That's a strange thing to say, but they just look so stylish.
They do. Some of the most stylish things are actually unusual. Everyone at the beginning of Rocket League is always going for the aerial. Oh,
so
nearly
close.
in there.
Nearly in twice by Elmafud there.
Yeah, everyone's talking about getting the sweet, sweet aerial, but there are definitely things to be said about getting little flicks on the ball or going on really nice dribbles as well. That's where it's at, really.
Definitely.
Okay, so Orange Creamsicle takes that first game kind of handily.
I would say so. Again, they have to be a little bit careful because BK Randy's was certainly showing what they could do. They had a few very interesting attempts at a goal there. Several times they hit the post or the bar. And they actually had more shots on their side by one. So it's still, I don't really know which way this is going to go in terms of the series.
Yeah, exactly.
So wait and see.
We're going to have to see if BK Randy's can get some of these counter-attacks going.
Indeed.
Their defence has been fairly solid. I mean, they let in 2 goals last time, but yeah, they were some damn good goals.
They were. It was very difficult.
Oh,
to stop.
no.
Oh, dear. That was a very unfortunate deflection. That was a matter of degrees. Hitting the post like that. It could have bounced anywhere.
Oh.
It happened to bounce straight into air.
Oh, poor Air. I'm going to go and see Air now, because he didn't deserve that at all.
Indeed, he did not. President Reagan takes the ball straight into Edwin. It's just hilarious whenever I say President Reagan. I'm going to call him Reagan from now on so that I kind of maintain my confidence.
Okay, I'm going to call him Mr. President.
Okay, great.
Okay, so Air is now going to take this away. Well, not quite.
He just misses it.
Not quite away from goal.
It is looking very dangerous.
Dear.
Orange Creamsicle just piling on the pressure there, and Elmafud finally getting the goal. Wow.
Yeah, that
okay,
was
we're not seeing that replay.
a very unfortunate miss from Air there. I don't think any of them really wanted to see that replay again. So
There's
yeah,
nearly a collision there between Orange Creamsicle. But it looks like they're still piling on the pressure. BK Randy's need to be more aggressive right now. They need to have a solid defense to ward off any of these attacks, because they're coming just every few seconds right now. They need to have solid defense, and they need to immediately press whenever they have the advantage.
Oh,
that is
and that's
another
another one.
goal.
it's only 1 minute in, and it is 3-0, and we've seen it time and time again. They've lost their confidence. They've just had it completely knocked out of them. And the goals that have been scored so far in this match, I mean, not so much that one, but the first 2 were very unfortunate. And that's the last thing you need when you've already gone down 1 in the series.
Indeed. Kraid and Reagan were both so close to saving that goal, though, that just happened.
Yeah.
It was very unfortunate. It was very well placed by
Elmer Fudd.
Lovely.
That was a nice save there, but only so far. Edmund is there to follow it up.
Yeah.
Elmer Fudd going on a beautiful dribble there, takes it around too.
That was a great attempt by Kraid to save it and clear it, but he got the save, but he didn't get the clear, and Edwin was just there to finish it up. Elmer Fudd did all the work, though. That was a lovely little tap there. He took it past one person, then immediately, unexpectedly hit it straight towards the goal.
The ball.
That is so dangerous. Yeah.
Ball
Mr.
is
President.
almost Mr. President is almost constantly in the blue side, which they're going to have to turn around. I mean, even if they can't get it back, again, they just need the confidence back. They need to pull off some fantastic move. Just get a little bit of hope back.
Oh, Steve Gates with a lovely little tap.
Everyone's
on the ball
airborne.
into the air, and that must... Oh, I was about to say that must be a goal, but Air with a lovely save. Just in the nick of time.
Edwin did some kind of flip in the air there that really interested me. It's something that I kind of want to watch again and learn. But he propelled himself forwards by doing a kind of a barrel roll.
Interesting. I didn't see what happened there, but we're always looking to learn new things.
Exactly. Well, there's always something new to learn in Rocket League. I bet even the top players will see something that surprises them now and again.
Well, of course. I mean, the perfect player. There's no perfect player yet. The perfect player can literally score with every single touch. Theoretically, it's possible.
Yeah.
So, there's a huge, huge skill ceiling in Rocket League. Everyone is still learning. And Elmer Fudd hitting it straight towards the goal. Was that a deflection off one of the blue team? Was that Elmer Fudd finishing it up?
I'm not entirely sure. We'll see it closer now.
That was still Elmer Fudd. He just takes it past Reagan and Air.
Mr. President couldn't quite get into the way.
And Elmer Fudd is just absolutely dominating in this game. He's put together some fantastic moves.
And he's had 3 out of the 5 goals.
Indeed. At the moment, none on the blue team have had a shot on goal yet.
Dear.
That is vital.
That is exactly what we're talking about. This match has just not gone their way.
Not at all.
I mean, honestly, if I was playing in this match right now, I would have pretty much given up on this match. But I would still be playing my heart out just to get some kind of, confidence boost. Just to see that we're not...
reprieve.
Exactly.
Oh, lovely hit.
Wow.
Everyone was out of position there. And when everyone's out of position like that, all it takes is a shot on goal. It doesn't have to be special. It just has to be a solid hit, just like that. And
Creed came out then and just stayed grounded, and he really shouldn't have done that. But their head is just not in the game right now.
Yeah, and who can blame them?
Exactly, yeah.
Everyone is going to be not at their best game when they're losing 6-0.
Exactly. I mean, we've had games like this. We've had some severe losses sometimes, and I mean, often the best thing to do is just to come back to the computer like 5 minutes later, have a little bit of a breather, and... Oh, wow, that was close.
Unfortunately, that is not an option that is available to these pro teams.
Exactly.
They have to get their minds straight back into the game.
That was a lovely centre by Steve Gates.
It was a lovely centre by Steve Gates, and that was so close. Who was that? Who came out? Air just misses the ball, manages to get the player. But
wow,
again, they are
Michael
still
Bay moment there.
They are still trying. They are still playing. So credit to them.
Well,
of course you can't give up.
Of course not. But do you? No, never mind. Forget what I was going to say entirely because
you were going to talk about Brazil, weren't you?
Yeah.
Nope, unfortunately not. I think Orange Creamsicle saw that as a possibility and immediately crushed their dreams with that.
I imagine Orange Creamsicle are now going for the double-figure win.
They might well get it. I'm not sure. There's still a minute left, a whole minute.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, they must be having the time of their lives right now. We've been talking about the confidence being knocked out of the other team, but they must just be... They must believe that they can pull anything off right now. That is what it's like when you're in a winning mood.
Yeah. And by the same token, Orange Creamsicle might be thinking, hey, we can get into double figures. When you're losing so heavily, you have to make your own little goals. You know you're not going to win, but you have to say, all right, my new goal is not to let them get 10-0.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what they're going to be thinking. Or let's hope that's what they're thinking.
Yeah, that's what they need to be
thinking. They may
thinking.
have just curled into a fetal position, all of them, and just stopped playing. But they've let their bots take over. I don't think that's fair, because they're still playing really, really well. These are the top teams in the world, we have to remember.
Oh, yeah. Them...
Oh, that was a lovely little tap.
It really was.
President Reagan.
And this just proves that they are still capable of some of the best things you will see in Rocket League, even when they are really down on themselves.
Indeed. That might be an opportunity if someone can hit that. Come on, Kraid. No. All
right, someone keep it up. Someone
I think that is
keep
going
the
to be
dreams alive.
Is that... Oh,
because
so close to the double figures there.
Because of the lag we're getting, the ball looks like it's in the goal on my screen. So that is another one to Orange Creamsicle. Do you think it's going to be all three?
I really don't want to rule out BK Randy's, because we have again seen that they can do some incredible stuff. But after a hit like that, I don't know. It might well be a sweep, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'd love for it not to be.
I mean, perhaps they just gave up on that match, as I kind of was saying earlier. Maybe they're going to really bring their A game in this one and kind of shock Orange Creamsicle a little bit. But
exactly, when you go so far down in a single game that you know is part of a series, it's often best to kind of salvage what remains of your confidence and just say, okay, well, this one has not gone well, but maybe the next one. We'll focus on the next one.
Exactly. I mean, what they probably shouldn't be thinking now is that they cannot lose a game, which is true,
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But, they've got to play it game by game. That's how it works.
Exactly. That looks like a very difficult, a very close opportunity there.
Kraid now has the breakaway.
Yep, quick counter-attack. If Kraid can actually get that angle, it was diminishing by the second there. Unfortunately not.
I'm not sure if Air just decided not to go for that one, but he did a flip just as he was going up to take the ball and had to stop.
There was an attack there by Orange Creamsicle, and I think Elmer Fudd was trying to do everything himself there. You can understand it. He had a hell of a game just now, but it's very important not to neglect your teammates
It certainly is.
in opportunities like that. It's often much simpler to just center it.
Oh, Elmer Fudd manages to get...
You can see that Reagan there, he went back in goal, but he actually tripped himself up a little bit on the wall.
Oh, he couldn't get back into position in time.
Not quite.
He was so close to it, though.
Yeah. No, it happens. Sometimes you just overreact. So you think, oh, I don't have time for this. Let's just do something. And, if you keep your cool, then it might end up much better.
Yeah, but this is exactly what BK Randy's didn't want to happen in this match. They really need things to be going their way. But
Elmer Fudd that was looking very dangerous. I was expecting him to hit the ball at any one of those moments.
Yeah,
but,
that was essentially a wall dribble then.
Indeed. Okay, Air takes it away from goal, gives him a little bit of breathing space.
Edwin is going to knock it back into goal. Oh, that's bouncing straight back and in. Some luck, finally, over to BK Randy's side.
How did it get such momentum? Did it bounce off Steve Gates?
I think it may have got a tiny clip on him, because that certainly sends the ball off wildly when that happens.
All right, 1-1 rather, an equaliser. So hopefully that's just a quick shot of adrenaline and confidence for BK Randy's. Kraid just misses the aerial, trying to salvage it and trying to clear it away. They really need to stop the oncoming Orange Creamsicle onslaught right now.
I somehow knew you were going to say that. Oh, it's bouncing right up in front.
Straight away. Was that Elmer Fudd who was trying to get the goal there? No, it was Steve Gates. He was just going up for the ball, just misses it.
Oh, that was so close.
I know.
That would have been very nice to see. But yeah, that means that Orange Creamsicle take the lead again, and they're going to want to finish this off right now. They have no intentions of going any further than 3 games.
Reagan goes for a hit off the wall. That's going straight in. That must be a goal. There we go.
Steve Gates did all he could then, just getting a tiny tap on it there. But
Reagan's work there, that was pretty much straight off the kickoff. That was absolutely fantastic. Exactly what you needed. Another equaliser. Just say, nope, you're not out. We're not out of this yet.
Yeah.
You may have got a goal. We can get another one.
Exactly.
It's almost like every single goal is you showing your teammates, come on, guys, we're still in this. We can do this.
And they can, although all 3 of them in the air like that is not the best way to be doing it, but looks like things are still going their way.
That went just trickling over Edwin there. That was a little bit dangerous for Orange Creamsicle for a moment. But now it is straight back into the blue half. An open goal there. That's just going to go straight in.
Steve Gates just hovering up on the side there looked so dangerous to Kraid. See, he has to go up for it, but unfortunately there was no one left back, so Elmer Fudd just puts it straight in the net.
Very unfortunate indeed. I think maybe Reagan... was it Reagan? He was going for the block in case Steve Gates hit it, but he was going for such an erratic freestyle aerial. I'm not sure if you could count on him hitting that. Maybe it would have been better to just go straight for the ball.
Oh, God.
Not quite in. Steve Gates tries to back heel it in, but it just goes wide.
Okay, a little bit more luck.
Reagan can get a hit on this, but it's deflected back. Kraid looking to put on the pressure again.
Still bouncing down the wall. God, that was looking very, very scary.
It's just going back and forth at the moment.
Mr. President hitting back in.
Mr. President. Yeah, but it's good to see that BK Randy's putting on the pressure as well whenever they can. Like the moments like this, President Reagan just hovers in the
and
stop
gets
laughing.
it over the top of Edwind. Good, Mr. President.
And Steve Gates again with a backflip. That's
Oh, that was the best angle he could have got off of that. I don't think he could have put that any further. So he got the tightest angle he could and got that right in the corner.
That went just straight where he wanted it to go.
Very nice. Equalised. About 1 minute 40 left.
Equalizers.
Yeah. Every time Orange Creamsicle gets a goal, it seems like the BK Randies have been getting the...
Oh, lovely.
Wow. Have really been getting the counter-attacking goals, actually, come to think of it. And that's what you were saying at the very beginning in the first match, wasn't it?
Yeah, I am always right.
No.
Air there with a very vital defensive hit. And now he's looking to take it past everyone. Elmer Fudd, I don't know what happened there, but he just didn't seem to go for the ball.
Oh.
And it's, again, looking so dangerous for Orange Creamsicle. This is the kind of thing we're talking about.
Oh no, Edwin just
takes it straight past, but unfortunately unfortunately for him, Air catches up to him and just tips it past the post.
Phew, that was very, very scary for them for a moment there. But it is still 3-3 and just maybe getting out of the blue half again. Oh, this is bouncing up kind of dangerously, but Air misses it. And now Edwin knocks it down the line.
Oh, Craig was going for a pinch there, but just misses the ball.
Oh, Steve Gates with
Reagan
the block.
Botches the attempt to clear it, and that is just Steve Gates' just tap into the net.
Does Air get a hit on it there at the end? That's what I want to see. He's right there.
I think he does. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, in fact, I think that was the intention, possibly. Although another Creamsicle member was coming on the other side to follow it up.
I think that would have been goal no matter what, to be honest, unless something miraculous had happened for BK Randies.
Exactly.
But
all
now
the
there
players.
are 20 seconds left on the clock, and BK Randies need another equaliser. Can they get a fourth equaliser, or is this another game to Orange Creamsicle?
The final game, in fact.
Final game.
They need a miracle. They fought so hard in this match. It was a completely different team than we saw in the second game. Much more like the first game, in fact, but that is the end. Orange Creamsicle are the winners.
And that was a much closer game than the previous one. We'll just say that. No more 9-0. It was only one goal that set them apart, and let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One shot that set them apart as well. So
wow.
Both teams played very, very well there, and Orange Creamsicle just managed to eke themselves out on top in that last match.
Yeah,
but,
we saw. It was an interesting clash of styles of play then, because obviously we had Creamsicle who were just, really aggressive, piling in the shots, but then you had this really counter-attacking team, and it kind of worked for them in that last match. They constantly had answers for what Creamsicle were asking. But yeah, just not enough in the end, so maybe you just can't rely on some of the top players in the world making mistakes in attack.
Indeed. And I would also say that Orange Creamsicle, they really dominated in the air as well. I think that's quite important to note, because a lot of the goals that BK Randies scored there were counter-attacking goals, and they basically come about because of mess-ups, essentially, on the Orange Creamsicle team. They go too aggressively, or they're all in the air at once, and that basically just demands a grounded play from BK Randies to get all of those goals. But whereas Orange Creamsicle, they were constantly in the air, and they really, whenever it was in the blue half, there were basically one or two Orange players who were constantly in the air, waiting to hit it down towards the net or towards each other. Indeed. And I think that dominance really sealed the deal.
Exactly. And it's actually interesting, we should probably talk about it. Elmer Fudd was fantastic for them in this series that we've just watched.
He was.
And if he is going to be an official member of Orange Creamsicle, then I think that's going to see them very nicely.
Indeed. Well, I think he has been playing with them quite a lot, so they do have that teamwork, that synergy between them.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have to see.
Maybe they're going to start working their way back up the power rankings after they've been losing it, after having a bit of a rotated third player for some time.
Indeed. In any case, I think we are going to be right back as we figure out who we are going to cast next in this. What is it now? Is it the quarterfinals now?
I think
we're up
we're
to the
going to
quarters.
be onto the quarters next. So we'll see you there.
Indeed.